Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. My dear explorers, it is wonderful to be with you once again. My name is Leslie, as you know, and as we settle in here tonight, let's get right down to brass tacks. We all have our own individual journeys. That's how we got here. And in honor of that, ladies and gentlemen, I will be speaking to each caller tonight to explore exactly what is in your way, the sole impediment, the greatest obstacle between you and the next level. That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing today? It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, objective and subjective, internal and external. We interrogate the border, the overlap between these two seemingly disparate worlds to unlock and unleash the true power coursing through each and every single one of our veins tonight. Namaste, everyone. How are we doing? I can barely see anything. Oh my gosh, I've got to be right back. I just realized I don't have my glasses on, and this is so crazy. I'll be right back. Classic me, right? Classic me, leaving my glasses somewhere else, and then I get up here into the studio ready. I sort of exit my sort of meditative mental chamber, spiritual chamber, and I come in here in front of each and every single one of you without my damn glasses. Namaste, everybody. Dred knows what I'm talking about. Classic Leslie. That is classic me. Namaste, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? Can you please talk to me from chat? I'd love to know. I'd love to get in touch with you, get in contact with you, really feel each other's presence, each other's energies. Let's do it. Let's refract. Let us each be a refractory sort of entity for each other's energy, back and forth, back and forth.
Sheen wants to know if you're streaming right now.
Tell Sheen to fuck off. He knows exactly what I'm doing. Namaste. Please leave. Please leave the studio.
Can you say yes?
Please leave the studio. Please leave the studio.
I need an answer.
Listen, anybody can look online and see exactly what Leslie Tanner is doing.
So yes or no?
Is this? What do you want? What is it exactly that you want?
I
What
said
do you know?
yes
Do you
or
even
no.
know? No. Tell him no. I said no. Namaste. Jesus Christ. I think we found a home for her finally. I think we found a home for her finally. I do. That was my temporary roommate, Mish, or not Mish in chat, as you know, and she will. We definitely found a little. Oh, we found somewhere. We found somewhere she's gonna be happy. You know what I mean? Namaste. Cougar Pie gifting 10 community subs. Namaste to Sister Cougar Pie. Blessings to you tonight, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Extremely generous of Cougar Pie. Wow. Out of nowhere. Out of freaking nowhere. 10 community subs. Namaste, Cougar Pie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Blessings. Now, guys, as we get settled in here, of course, I'm excited to get to tonight's theme, but we do have a couple of announcements real quick right at the top, a couple of little orders of business to get through. First and foremost, guys, all month we are celebrating our current Explorer of the Month. Namaste. Blessings to Bipolar hitting that 10 stream streak. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. Dread hitting a 10 stream streak as well. Namaste to you as well. Let's get those numbers up. They're not bad. They're not bad, but we definitely want to see some improved numbers on that if you really hope to sort of put this program into place in your life and allow it to have the change that I know you want, or else you wouldn't be here. All right, Dread. All right, Bipolar. I know you're here looking for that change, looking for that spark, looking to stop making the same mistakes you've always made your entire life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I will be doing with you tonight. I will be giving you the tools by which you can transform your life from the ground up. Explorer makes women feel uncomfortable, poorer. That I agree. A specific kind of woman, I could see this guy really scaring the hoes, but not all hoes. Some hoes, very relaxing. Some hoes, kind of scary. Now I'm gonna say, Pepperoncini, do you get the minions? You know, funnily enough, guys, this is such a funny question for Pepperoncini. Now, those of you that don't know what Pepperoncini just asked, old school Steve. Now there we go. There we go. Old school Steve hitting a 60 stream streak. Old school Steve hitting a 60 stream streak. Holy freaking moly. Pepperoncini, do you get the minions? Now, this is so funny. This is so funny. Hoes just scare themselves. See, this is that next level shit that's going to be scaring the hoes. Some hoes. Some hoes are going to be delighted. Some hoes, A, are going to be delighted that you call them a hoe, and then they're gonna be doing the 4D chess thing with you, and then they're going to be like, yes, this guy knows about psychology. This guy's a smart guy. This guy's a fun guy. And some hoes are gonna feel that, but then there's the whole other branch of hoes that don't want to hear about that shit, they don't want to see about that shit at all, and that's the kind of hoe that I'm talking about. And it's a perfectly exemplified in that statement. Namaste. Sidek with a gun, real quick quote.
I invite the sun into my soul to sanitize the ancient filth that churns without rest. I invite the moon into my heart to embolden the stench and creep of this filth as it animates my mind and body.
That's maybe my best one, to be honest with you. Namaste. Thanks so much, Psyduck. Now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to get to what Pepperoncini asked a moment ago. So Pepperoncini had a communal vision up on the screen just a second ago. Do you get the minions? Now, there is a certain sector of our community that has been absolutely captured by the minions. I don't know if you've seen these minions around. I believe they're on some advertisements for this, that, and the other. These dumbass little yellow abominations that they say things like pee-pee lasagna. So fucking stupid. Pee-pee lasagna, Psyduck, thank you so much.
If someone is trying to get you to relax, they're trying to hurt you.
That's a good one. That's a good one on my part. So they say things like that. I'm not going to respond to that because that's only 22 bits, Tech Life. Now, the Minions. Okay, so the Minions, you guys may or may not have heard of these guys. They're like little yellow, like little dewdrops or butt plugs, or I honestly have no idea what they're even supposed to be even close to. I'm not sure. But they're these stupid little figures that are in advertisements for Wendy's, but that's not the one that got me. So today I was in the laundromat and I was doing laundry, and I was entered my meditative state. I was in ancient times, in a past life, essentially sitting there at the laundromat table. There was a woman across from me, and she was a big fat woman, and she was wearing practically nothing, and she was asking the lady who works at the laundromat to disconnect the hot water from one of the washers so that she can make a cup of noodles. This is not a joke. This really happened. I was in a meditative state. I was stalking prey as a caveman, one of my former lives. And my sort of my dual awareness, my simultaneous awareness of the present moment and the constantly repetitive past lives. There was this great big woman, hugely fat, smelled like shit too. She smelled really bad. She was asking the lady at the laundromat, like it was her mom, like she was her mom, asking her to disconnect the hot water from a washing machine so that she could fill her cup of noodles cup with hot water and enjoy her noodles. Really fun. Really fun. But anyway, I'm in this meditative state. What comes on the TV right in that moment, right? What comes on the TV right at that moment? It is an Xfinity ad. An Xfinity ad. The Verizon internet, mobile data, whatever, I don't know, whatever, something involving the internet. And it's an ad, and these fucking Minions are on the screen. And I gotta say, something in me broke. Like, I could feel something in me give up. Like, and at that moment, I felt a very similar ecstasy that I feel when I let a psyop win, when I let some sort of, like, just like blunt force, repetitive psychic attack from the powers that be, boom, 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 over and over and over again. Well, they finally got me with the Minions today. I think I literally heard one of those little shitheads on an Xfinity ad say "PP lasagna," and something washed over me. I could feel a warmth, like, just kind of go through my body. I felt tingling. I felt more present in a weird way. I could feel the coolness of the air on my skin in a way that I hadn't in a long time. Dread Cop, 150 bits heat. Namaste, beautiful. We've got a communal vision that's not, I don't think it's going to get on the screen because it came right at the beginning of a hype train. So let's get this dictated to me so I can share it with you all. I'm having a bad day. This is from Pepperoncini. I'm having a bad, also, hopefully, Dread, I hope that he got you exactly what you needed at this moment, or maybe even more appropriately, what you didn't need, showing you what you needed and depriving you of it. Namaste to you. Pepperoncini with a communal vision, though. I'm having a bad day. It's about that time I get my way, steamrolling whatever I see. Huh? Despicable Me, I'm having a bad day. If you take it personal, that's okay. Watch. This is so fun to see. Despicable Me. Why ask why? Better yet, why not? Why are you marking X on the spot? Why use a blowtorch? Isn't that hot? Why use a chainsaw? Is that all you got? Why do you like seeing people in shock? But my question to you is, why not? Minions song by Feral. Nibbles. Yes. Now, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. Dread, single bit. Dread, single bit. Dread coming in fast and hard with the single bits. Namaste to you, Dread. Easily one of my most bright, shining soldiers of the past couple weeks and months, I would say. Really setting himself apart and letting this program enter the core of his heart, enter the core of his mind, and really letting what there is to blossom forth for the world to see. Namaste, what a gift. Thank you so much. Can't thank you. And also, Mike Horatio Magnum. Namaste and welcome to Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. Welcome on in. This is the Landmark Call-In Show. It's great to have you. Thank you for stopping by. Settle in. Settle in for a night that will absolutely change your life. That much I guarantee to you, Mike Horatio Magnum. Namaste. Now, guys, this is called the Jazz Express. Mike, if you haven't seen the Jazz Express before, it is exactly what it looks like and sounds like. Jazz Express. All aboard. Now, the thing about jazz, two things. One, it's about the body. All right? It's about, a lot of people think of jazz as an intellectual thing, but ladies and gentlemen, it is so much more about the body, about the spirit. Don't even think with that mind. Get in touch with your body. Now, once you get in touch with your body as you're listening to jazz, especially Mike, pay attention, as you get back in line with your body through the vehicle of jazz, what you might find is, I don't like jazz. That is a very acceptable response. Jazz is most of the time not meant to be enjoyed. If you consider most people's opinions about jazz, and you say like, interesting, not a lot of people like this. Is anyone even trying to make this palatable to these people? No. The answer is no. Ask any jazz musician. It'll take 2 or 3 questions to really get down to it. No. They resent it. They resent people listening. They resent the expectation that, maybe their music should be liked. Maybe it should be like a condensed amount of time. Maybe not go on for like 4 to 8 hours every single song they want to play.
I wish this would stop.
They hate that. They will get very upset. They are in deep debt. They went to school. They went to jazz school. And they spent about anywhere between $30,000 and $80,000 for an undergraduate degree to play Doxy or Little Brown Jug. I'm not even kidding. I am not even joking around with you. These jazz musicians, they spent $80,000, if not more, to play things like Pennsylvania 6-500 or There Will Never Be Another You. Who gives a shit? Namaste. They do, of course, and that's beautiful. That's the point of, dare I say, as a therapist, that's the point of art. But topic for another night. Namaste, everybody. Welcome on into Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Wonderful to be Chattanooga Choo Choo. That's a really good one. In the Mood, Moonlight Serenade, Tuxedo Junction. Chattanooga Choo Choo is a really good one. Anything by the Dorsey Brothers. Jimmy and Tommy Dorsey, the sentimental gentlemen of jazz. Did you know that I know somebody who went $100,000 into debt in order to play the songs by the Dorsey Brothers? Wow. Namaste. Chattanooga Poo Poo, says Fidgety. Now that's funny. That's funny. You should say that to a jazz musician, they'll get so upset, I'll bet. I'll bet if you go Chattanooga, or you go to like, what's that song? You maybe pick like Love Supreme and just call it Love Poopreem. Or Bitches Brew, more like gay dicks. No, that wasn't as good. That wasn't as good as the other ones. But namaste in advance to whoever comes up with a better idea. 872-205 in just a moment. In just a moment. Quick orders of business, guys. Come stew. That's not bad. Kind of blue could be kind of poop. Right to Leslie. Leslie Tanner, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. I love getting stuff from you guys. Actually, I do have a piece of mail. Is Nasty Red with us tonight? I'm gonna wait for Nasty Red to get here. I received some mail from Nasty Red, and I'm very excited to open it. M. Robert, great to see you. Namaste. Tony G, Gay Dick's Crew. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a really bitches poo. Oh my God, it's right there. Yeah. What about you could Charles Penis instead of Charles Mingus, right? So you could do like Penis, then there's an album where it's just his name 5 times, Mingus, 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 and you could do Penis, 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 Penis. That's pretty good. In a silent but deadly way. In a... I'm a silent gay. Because back then he was probably closeted. Charles Analingus. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think there's plenty there. I think there's a lot there to play with. Namaste. Maybe one more. Let's do one more. Miles Davis. Ornate Gay Man. That's a good one. What about Ornate Pole Man? Like he sucks dick or something. Horny Pole Hornet? No. Miles Davis, Pile Drive My Ass, Danish. Kiss Montgomery, that's not bad. Archie Shit. Cannonball Fatterly, but he's so fat, so it doesn't. And his first name's Cannonball, so he's kind of already there. John Poltrain, that sounds pretty good. Okay, well that's enough for now. Poopy Armstrong. That's a 6.5. Poopy. Louis, Poopy Armstrong. That's not bad. That's not bad. Poopy Armstrong. What about yeah, all right, yeah. Maybe we'll revisit that. Pooey Armstrong. I think that honestly is a punch up on Jizzy Gillespie, Puke Ellington. These are good. Yeah, I think Onion Plug was a nice punch up on Brizzle Legs. Brizzle Legs and Poopy Armstrong. There's something that extra hard consonant sort of detracts. But then Onion Plug stepped up to the plate and said Pooey Armstrong, and that feels better. That's a lot. I think that's a more solid one. Yeah, I think so. And Brizzle Legs is in agreement. So I'm glad we all agree with me on that point. Namaste. Take 5 in parentheses, guys at once. That's not bad. That's pretty good. So what in parentheses, I'm gay. All right, and that's enough. So guys, that's the P.O. Box. You know about that. Guys, listen, we had to call an audible on last week's private stream for the explorations, and we're gonna make that up. But guys, if you're looking for the private streams, if you're looking for the advanced materials of the program, I just dropped a link in chat that should take you exactly to where you need to be in order to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this program. I'm talking about videos, podcasts, music downloads, physical postcards in the mail, by the way. New postcards in the mail. So much to unlock, so much to play with, just for a couple dollars a month. Link in the chat, my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, also guys, listen, final announcement before we open up the line and explore tonight's theme. What's holding you back from the next level? What's holding you back? What's in between you and the you are becoming, right? There's a you on the other side of this obstacle that you want to become. You want to become that thing, and there's something in the way, and I want to talk to you about that in just a moment. I want to talk to you about what's in your way. What do you think's in your way? What is the impediment? What is blocking your quote unquote progress? Namaste. Now, guys, real quick though, before we do, very exciting. I know I've announced it a couple times this month already, but I'm going to keep doing it because I am that damn excited. Now, listen, it's August almost. And with August here at Explorations comes a very exciting time. A very exciting time. Ladies and gentlemen, The Power of Silence 3 begins August 3rd at 9 a.m. The Power of Silence Completely Silent Subathon. Clock starts at 24 hours, Monday, August 3rd, and we progress accordingly. It's the same stuff as always. We're gonna have some new things, some new merch. We'll have some. We'll have a new T-shirt. We'll have a print. I'm gonna have a tote bag up on the store. Everything that goes to support this program that you see on the screen. Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. If every single dollar that we receive, whether be it a sub, be it a bit, be it a PayPal donation, be it purchases from the store, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at right here is the tools to the kingdom, a never-ending silent stream. I'll never say a damn thing. That much I tell you. That much I tell you. Namaste in advance, though. I'm very excited to get started with you. I love the intimacy that happens between us when we get a chance to spend that much time with each other. I love it. Is it powerful? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not here to answer the question. I'm here to pose the question, and just see if is there even a resolution to that question. We'll see. We're going to take another whack at it, starting August 3rd at 9 a.m. Namaste. So guys, let's go ahead and open up the damn line. 872-205-9484. Let's get at it. Let's get after it tonight on Explorations. Tonight we are exploring, as I said, what's holding you back from the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about you. I'm giving personalized reflections on what is personally holding you back. I want to hear what you think, and then I will work with you to come to an understanding of truly what is holding you back. Sometimes the obstacles that we think are obstacles are actually pathways to the next level. And sometimes vice versa. Sometimes we really think we're working on something, but really what we're working on is playing with our poop. Really, sometimes we'll sit there, we're doing push-ups, we're doing the worksheets, we're watching the videos, we're watching the tapes, we're listening to the meditations, etc. And you think you're doing something? No, what you're really doing is sitting there playing with your fucking poop. And I'm gonna help you understand that tonight. 872-205-9484. Unplug, that's right. That's right. Dred, I'm also very excited to spend that time with you as well. Blessings to you. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Now we've got what is this? Franker to I don't know. Oh, quick affirmation for fellows. Listen, if you're looking to pick up an instrument, it should always be the saxophone. Some people hate it, but that means it's powerful, and you are powerful because of your impulses. Namaste. Namaste. That was for, who is that for? Disengage. Sometimes obstacles are just your absolute ceiling and you will never overcome them. And that way they are a path to the next level. Disengage TV is already on some next level shit. Namaste to you. I can't wait to, I hope you give us a call tonight. Horror with a communal vision. Sandy Squirrel life's the ocean and you're my world, or the oyster and you're the pearl. You're the only one that's for me. I'm sorry, Mr. Crab. Yes, I know the daughter you have, but come on, man, you can't be mad. I got a squirrel living in the sea. Farrell from the SpongeBob's movie. Obstacles can sometimes be hurdles, and that's exactly. Sometimes people overthink it. Right? Sometimes they overthink it. Sometimes they try to think, especially someone like that's.
I love how the internet empowers everyone to express themselves.
And that's true. I love that. The internet really, it sort of eradicated so much that was very crucial, that in sort of binding us together and shielding us against the abyss that we are so often, cultivating here in Explorations. So twofold gift, right? It eradicated literally anything that connected us to ourselves or other people around us. It eradicated shared reality. And it also gave us infinite ways to, quote, express ourselves. I cannot ask for a more aligned situation for this program than that situation. Now, yeah, people are saying mental health, mental illness, and this is what pisses me off so bad about fucking therapists. Mental illness is skyrocketing, right? No, that is such a castrated view. If Freud were alive today, he'd be spinning in his fucking grave, hearing these therapists clamor and bitch and moan about mental illness rates. This is disgusting and perverse. If you're talking to a therapist and they're agreeing and they're saying like, "Oh, we need to do something," no. If they look around this reality and they don't see the greatest opportunity for unlocking and unleashing the potential of the human spirit, then what you're looking at is a real estate agent. They should have gotten into real estate. And that's what kind of, what therapists, what therapy kind of is for so many. I don't know if you guys know any therapists, but, so many of them it's like they had two options. I'm going to get into real estate. I'm going to become like a real estate agent, or I'm going to go get my like little, my little like 6-week certificate to become a therapist. It was real estate or therapy, and they bring the same energy to either one. Except one lets them be a good person or whatever. I'm telling you, I have some colleagues, but most of, but I mean, I'm constantly just feeding them little bits of gruel to get them out further and further, but they're so afraid of what's possible with the human spirit, I got lunch with a really talented colleague of mine. She's a fat affirming therapist. Real estate agents are better people. Something tells me Brazil Legs is familiar with the field. But also indeed, they're genuinely better people. Do you know why? I'm talking generally morally, objectively morally, but also in like to really get into the specifics within our framework. They're better people because there's no pretension. They're more aligned, they're more resonant with who and what they are. They're not lying to themselves, they're not running from anything. They're not masking, they're not dragging newspapers over their little doo-doo pile. They're not looking at a fun mirror to make their waist look snatched, right? They're out there selling ice cubes to an Eskimo, so to speak. And good on them for it. We need more of those guys on the front lines. Blessings and namaste to my real estate agents. Do I have any real estate people in chat right now? Thank you for your service. I'm not even fucking around. This is not sarcasm. I thank you for what you do. Yeah, I was talking about my friend who's a fat therapist. She's a fat affirming therapist. She also does happen to be fat. A beautiful woman. Fat affirming therapist, and she I love what she does. Because and I mean this in a very Leslie-ian way, okay? I love what she does. In terms of therapy, in terms of helping people, it's an absolute disaster. Now, you might look at that situation, fat people telling other fat people that, warping the realities about like how good and affirmed and valid they all feel about being fat and that the world's, against them or whatever. This is what you would call in the field in a general sense a disaster. Now, in a Leslian sense, I'm a huge fan of this. I'm a huge fan of this. When I see disaster, I see opportunity. As we were just talking about the internet a moment ago, right? Destroying our minds, destroying our sense of reality. Bit by bit, day by day, it's only getting worse, and there's no way to interfere or mitigate or prevent any inch of it. And fat affirming therapist, this is what I love about it. Sitting there and just like this mutually aided disaster between two people, it's like a nuclear reactor of conflict. And that is the stuff of the next level. Really, honestly, it's easier to get. She's one push away because she's gonna lose her mind soon. I can tell. She's chewing on the inside of her mouth. We went and got Sweetgreen. I don't know if you guys have. Have you had Sweetgreen? Has anybody had Sweetgreen? I love it. I love Sweetgreen. I'm a huge Sweetgreen fan now. I love the selections. I love you can tell that it's like a chain, but yeah, they put care into it. And the employees, oh my God, they I don't know what they put in the water over there, but they're doing great work over at Sweetgreen. If anybody in my chat works at Sweetgreen, blessings and namaste to you. The only thing holding me back is the fact that I can't watch the program 25 hours a day. Thanks, Obama. Yeah, and Obama did famously veto the resolution that would have put 25 hours in a day and changed the calendar. Really, they wouldn't let him do it because he was black. And I think that sucks. I think that sucks. Namaste. Sweetgreen, Charlie, you gotta eat this Sweetgreen. So we're going to Sweetgreen, right? And she starts chewing on the inside of her mouth, talking about how much she loves holding space for her clients. I'm like, luckily, they need you to hold that space. You're the only one that can take up that much space for that kind of person, being fat people. So I think it's important. Weirdly enough, they use this language, but they literally, if somebody's going to hold space for a fat person, it has to be some other even fatter therapist who has a sort of like a dense spiritual, adipose. But namaste, namaste. Nindy New, can we get a goddamn pin on a comment from Nindy New? I'll do it. You did? Yeah. Not Mish is all over it out there. Namaste. Not Mish. Blessings and namaste for pinning that. Racism sucks. Obama's gonna add 25 hours to the day. Isn't that awesome? Well, what kind of, there's an alternate timeline where he's still president and we have 25 hours a day. And I have 14 sons, all with autism. And I have state issued Sweetgreen subscription that I feed my sons, and it's essentially just grass. I feed my autistic sons grass that Obama sends me in the 25th hour. They scream. They scream an ancient scream. Have you ever heard someone with autism really sort of reach back into past lives via just a visceral carnal bellow? If you haven't heard that, you don't know a damn thing about autism. Where are my autists at? You know what I'm talking about, right? Tell us about that experience. Take us inside that experience, right? Take us inside that experience, right? Go ahead and take me inside that experience, right? Namaste, Nasty Red, blessings to you. Listen, Nasty Red, we're gonna be opening up that mail in a little bit. Namaste in advance. I got your little envelope. We're gonna be opening it in just a moment. Dread says, yes, I do hear myself do that, right? It's a different kind of yell. People got to understand that. The yell from an autistic person is spiritually different than someone who doesn't have autism. It's sort of like, once you hear it, it just like, it opens up like a time portal in your mind. And you're like, this is primordial. This is like pre-conscious. This is like some deep nature, mouth of God kind of stuff. Namaste. Namaste to my autistics. We gotta get you guys more grass. One thing I notice about autistic people when they eat grass is how happy they are, right? If you show me an autistic person eating grass, fistfuls of grass from a little courtyard, I'll show you a happy camper. It was straight up. And I say that as a therapist with the full training and legal expertise of a legally licensed therapist in all 48 contiguous states. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, I'm Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, great to hear from you, brother. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you. Leslie, how are you? I'm
doing great. I'm a little zipped up by the Celsius. I feel fantastic.
Are you zipped up?
Yep, I feel zipped up.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's on the mind, Sheen? We're getting into what's holding you back from the next level. Sheeny, talk to me. What's going on? What's on that mind? What do you suspect is holding you back from the next level?
I think it's probably I just am not ready to fully become a menace.
Interesting. So when you look inward, you sense a menace that you were like protecting the world from, right? You're just not ready to go there and unleash the beast, so to speak.
Right, exactly.
Interesting. Talk to me. What does this beast look like, right? If he were to be let loose, what are some of the things he would do or say?
I think at his peak, it would possibly be a mental health crisis for the country.
Interesting. Not just for you, but for everyone.
Yes.
And how would that go? How would he achieve that?
I think through just turning on pulling all the levers, saying all the things, knowing the exact thing to say to each person to deeply wound them.
Right. Oh, there's just something so foul and so incisive and so malevolent. There's just a core dark rot to your heart that would just lay waste. It would be a holocaust.
Yes, and not the opposite of one. The straight up regular, not even turbo. Maybe turbocharged holocaust.
Yeah,
like if Hitler
you're
had
saying
modern
maybe
day
even
equipment.
worse than the first one.
Yeah.
Wow, I believe you.
Like if Hitler had like gotten another crack at the egg, you know?
If Hitler had gotten another crack at who?
At the egg, like another, like he got to do round two.
Right, if he got another lab.
From the mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, if that was only halftime and he came back in.
Yeah, exactly. The Allies come in, they're at the bunker, and he gets they're like, time out, start over, right? We're winding it back to 1942.
Right.
It's happening again.
Well, that's a premise that you never see people get brought up, right? When people think of time machines and Hitler, they think, I'm gonna go back in time and I'm gonna kill Hitler. I'm gonna go back in time and kill Hitler as a baby, Hitler as a teen, and prevent the Holocaust. But they never think, okay, if I'm gonna open that box up, what if Hitler beats me to the time machine and he just keeps going back to the beginning of World War II and he keeps doing the Holocaust?
Yeah. And like for him, it kind of, the only way in which he can really do Holocaust 2 is to go back in time, because it's kind of like, have you ever watched Looney Tunes? Leslie, are you familiar with Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
So there's this classic Looney Tunes cartoon where a character is putting on like a show. He's trying to get the producer to like hire him on for a variety show. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna use my final trick, my showstopper. I'm gonna show it to you. And he explodes himself.
Right.
And then the guy's like, great, you're hired. He's like, well, that's a problem. I can only do that once.
Right.
And so for Hitler, it's the same thing. Even though he didn't fully, like, he didn't get he didn't achieve his goal, it's kind of, you can't, the cat's out of the bag at that point. Like, a round 2 is just going to be, it's going to be a wash, you know? It's not going to be the same. So if he goes back in time, he really gets a crack at doing it the way he tried the first time with the right circumstance that he had, fix the mistakes. And so that's what I'm saying. That would be the equivalent to how it would be for people if I wasn't holding myself back.
You know, even just as simple as what if they drank Celsius instead of doing meth?
Exactly. What if they had generative AI to help them, you know, propagandize and to, you know, fill out reports in their scientific racism and make, you know, they train the AI on scientific racism and have it do a lot of that work for them.
Exactly.
They more of a crack at rockets. They can spend more time on rockets and less on the scientific racism.
I mean, listen, when I imagine the world with a large language model called ADOF, trained in race science,
Right.
I mean, I think, I'm like, now finally AI it's cooking, you know, and that's not to say that I identify with the absolutely horrific violence wreaked upon, you know, these groups through the Holocaust and the Nazi, right? But in terms of this program, is saying yes to humanity, yes to what the human spirit is capable of, looking in the mirror. When I hear about Adolf, LLM 4.0, I think, like, maybe let's let it cook a little bit.
Well, I think, like, you know, he'd have like the Goebbels like model, and he'd have the Himmler model, and they'd be used for different.
Right.
They're trained on different things, sort of stuff. You know, he'd have the whole suite. And so he'd have Sam Altman there with him. Sam Altman would just be rubbing his hands together, like, finally, a chance to really put my stuff into action, or however he sounds. I imagine he sounds like that guy.
Is Sam Altman?
Yeah.
What does he sound like? What does Sam Altman sound like, actually?
I don't know. I imagine he's like, "Hello, I can't wait to help you with the Holocaust, Hitler," something like that.
Yeah, just like, because there'd be something. Who do you think's worse, Sam Altman or Peter Thiel? Real quick communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. Being late is good. Who is this and what is he overcoming? He needs to touch his penis more, sounds like.
Being late is good. Congratulations on being pregnant again, Mother Nipplebottom.
Mother Nipplebottom announcing like a third. Can you call it fourth quarter? Would it be fourth quarter or third quarter pregnancy? Either way, namaste to you. Congrats, or I'd be happy to assist in delivering the baby, which I am trained to do. So just give me the time, give me the place. We'll induce the labor. We'll get that little angel out. Namaste.
Are you trained in orgasmic birth?
Yes, and
Great.
I love doing it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So pepperoni.
Also, I also like doing it. Sorry, me as well.
Right?
Yes,
There's something very. It's good and fun, and everybody prefers it. But I do charge more for that.
Yeah, it's cool that you can have an orgasm using your baby's head. That's so fucking cool.
That's awesome. What a cool. What a cool.
So
what a cool little thing to do. What, like, that baby reaches its little arm out and starts just going
it's
crazy.
The baby's head, and then it's going off the clit.
It starts going on that clit, going crazy, playing all over. No, I was being to Space Cat Namaste. Logan, no, to answer the question, is Leslie jerking someone off? No. What Pepperoncini and I were exploring was being a baby coming out of a vagina and playing with the mother's clitoris with his head, or with like his little, getting his fingers out and like massaging the labia or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, namaste. Well, Gene, it was great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Okay, bye, Leslie. Have a great night. Wonderful
Namaste. 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. Logan, you know nothing about the female orgasm. You know nothing about women, nothing about the vagina. Compared to me, you are a brick, and I am a man. Eight 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Disengage of Disengage TV.
Disengage TV. Disengage. How are you tonight, brother?
Good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. It's awesome to speak to. Disengage, you've called before, right? You sound familiar.
Yes, I've called once before.
Okay, right on. Well, welcome on back, Disengage. Well, listen, tonight we're getting into the theme, of course, of what's holding you back from the next level. So, do you mind if we just jump right in, or did you have something on your mind?
No, we can jump right in.
Let's do it. So, listen, the theme is what's holding you back from the next level. Tell me. You know, you've been here working the program. You've obviously gleaned a lot of insight from the program. So tell me, what, in your opinion, from your perspective, is holding you back from that true transformation?
Just reaching my glass ceiling. I feel like, everyone has their limits, and I have reached mine. Like I said, not all obstacles are obstacles. Sometimes they're just your cliff edge, and that's it. You've maxed out, and that's it.
Absolutely. Well, I think you're in the place that a lot of people get to in the program, and sometimes people get to where you are, your level of insight that you just shared, and they quit. They start calling me a predator. They start calling me a charlatan. They say I'm just like every other program on the market, is what they say. Communal Vision, real quick, from Mother Nipplebottom. Why doesn't anyone think to kill the guy who didn't let Hitler into art school?
Maybe he reached his limit. Maybe he was over it. Maybe he looked at Hitler's art and was like, God, another asshole, pretentious art. I just want to move on, and screw this guy. Maybe it was an act of spite to not let him in, and maybe some defiance against the system. And, that's sort of how it snowballed from there.
Interesting. When I imagine, well, honestly, if they would have had the model that we have now, where they let all these art schools, a lot of art schools will let anyone in. They have 100% acceptance rate, and they just take their money and then provide like scant scholarships for those that are that are actually talented. So they could have just let him in.
They could have, and then maybe he would have found the devil's lettuce, or maybe he would have met some friends that were more artistic, and he coasted through school like 90% of us. And maybe he would have just settled for a regular retail job. But, it just feels like he found a fire in rejection that caused him to, want global dominance.
I mean, it unlocked a power in him, that's for sure. That's the power of failure. And listen, I'm gonna draw a straight line to you, brother. Disengage. Listen, you're at the glass ceiling. Now it's everybody. Everybody comes up against some sort of ceiling, whether it's glass, plaster, steel, bubbles, whatever. We all come against a ceiling in different areas of our lives at different times. It is the question of how we respond to that limit is what determines our the extent to which we can transform through the program.
A lot of people get really upset whenever there's a mass shooting. I certainly understand why.
I get it. Every time I see, like 14 dead at, Tucson area mall, I'm like, oof, woof. Yeah, that sucks, huh? And I get it. When they interview the people afterward, it was horrible. We hid in the bathroom and just prayed that, he skipped the bathroom, maybe gets distracted at the lids, maybe, maybe tries on hats at the lids is what they were thinking. And they're upset. I get it. I understand that. Now, listen, when I say it's about what you do with these limitations, what I mean is whether you allow yourself to be defeated by this limit.
I mean, are we not all defeated by this limit? We all do the 9 to 5. We all, pray for the weekend, and then, 3-4 p.m. rolls around on Sunday and we hate our lives, We subconsciously accept that limit and just grind out and bitch about Karen in the office who reheats her fish and hope that, the company party that happens at the end of the summer, you get to skip for a free half day. That is how you accept defeat.
Now listen, okay, now I think I understand the situation a little bit better. I think I was giving you too much credit. So what I want to do is I want to take a step back. Would you say that you're in that zone, that what you just described is where you're at?
Oh no, I'm not a loser like that, no.
You be honest with me right now. Does your life look at all like that?
No, I work from home, so I don't have to go to those company parties.
In some ways, even worse, though. So you've got some sort of 9 to 5, and you're working from home.
It's much more open-ended, but there's people I answer to.
All right, Gripple-Chew, namaste. Blessings are great. Good to see you, Gripple-Chew. Real quick affirmation. Listen, if you just go on walks, there's no limit to how much you can avoid your problems. Just go on walks and and tell people you started going on walks to solve your problems, and they'll think you're like kind of some like you're onto something, that you're getting in touch with your body or whatever. Just keep walking. Forrest Gump was a failure, and I think to take any lesson from that movie other than that he was a fucking retarded loser that is completely to miss the point and not empathetic in any way. Otherwise, you fetishize him, you objectify him. He should be a retarded guy in your mind, first and foremost, and he lost terribly. Now, back to you. It's not an accident. This is on my mind right now, okay? Disengage.
Yep.
Listen. Go ahead. Say that thought, and I'm gonna let you know.
I just want to, expand on that affirmation that, the first step in solving a problem is to run from it or to walk, depending on the speed that you want to go. I solve my best problems by running away from them first.
Well, listen, I think that's exactly what you're doing, I think. So when you said a ceiling, a limit, I have no doubt that you've hit certain ceilings or limits in your talent levels, in your skills, in your adequacy in general. However, I do think all signs point towards a sort of dearth of trying. Now, the feeling of defeat is different than the state of true defeat. Now, the main difference is you have to try. You have to try really hard. And,
Yep.
and you have to try knowing that you will fail, knowing that it won't be good enough, knowing that deeply on the most profound level you will not succeed. But in order to reap the exploratory benefits of this failure, you have to try.
Yeah, you know, I feel like at first you don't succeed. At first you fail, you try again, and if you fail again, that's when you take that step back and you go, okay, I think this is where I'm going to be. You know,
that's exactly what I'm not saying. You need to pick the torch back up. You need to run. You need to try. Weirdly enough, I think you need to give yourself a little bit of a pep talk in order to get to where you're running from it. You're running from a defeat that will absolutely transform your life.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
namaste. Thanks so much, Disengage.
Yeah, thank you.
872-205-9484. Transforming lives today, one at a time on explorations. What's holding you back from the next level? Mother Nibblebottom, all my problems could be solved by a sudden punch in the nose. A sudden punch in the nose. Can't disagree with that. Can't disagree with that. It's hot. It's hot in the studio. It's sweating. Woo! Namaste, Dread. Blessings and namaste to you. You get some rest tonight, brother. Great to have you for as long as we did. Namaste. Oh, I got to open the line back up. There we go. Line's open. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie. This is Polo.
Polo, great to hear from you, Polo. How are you tonight?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. I'm having a very energetic night with the community tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Polo. So listen, what's on your mind? Tonight's theme, obviously, is what's holding you back from the next level. So, Polo, let's jump right into it. In your view, in your opinion, you've been here for a while. What's holding you back from that next level?
Caring. That's it. I mean, that's the long and short of it. If I care a lot about something, I will push to that next level. If I don't, then even if I want to, I'm just not going to. I like at work, there's a lot of things that I could really excel at, but I just don't give a shit. So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a lot of things outside of work, like hobbies and friends and, you know, whatever. And I care a lot about that. And I usually get to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it just boils down to whether I give a shit or not, to be honest with you.
Interesting. Whether you give a shit. Now that's powerful. Let me say first and foremost that let me tell you, when I'm as a therapist, when I hear you say that, when I hear the whether I give a shit, it's like it's a powerful sort of muscle, right?
Yep.
It opens us up to something, or it closes us off from something. Does this make sense?
I think I get what you're saying. So it's a matter of like giving a shit really just allows you to open up to explore and move forward in whatever path you're trying to go.
Well, I guess even a little more fundamental than that. I mean, you said you made the distinction, right, between even if I want to, if I don't give a shit, then I won't do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's this thing that's like, okay, this is a path I could take, a route I could take, whether I want to or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But my giving a shit is a different thing than whether I want to. So I'm going to open myself up to that. I'm going to close myself off to it.
Yeah. So it truly just comes down to that core, it's beyond the effort will, put
exactly.
forth.
Yeah. There's something powerful going on here. So tell me, what's something that, when you think of something that you don't give a shit about, what's an example of this that you wouldn't mind sharing with me, just to give me a good idea?
Yeah. So something that I'm doing at work right now is I'm helping a large company calculate their current charge that they have to give to their customers based on late payments. And I am working on a 40-tab Excel cost model on the daily, have been for like 3 months now.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, I know a lot about it. I have done some pretty solid work to it, but there's a lot of stuff that like I could probably have, excelled and done that little detail in the corner. I could have made sure, that one little border was right, or that one formula was, exactly perfect, but I just don't give a shit. So even if I sat down, locked myself in a room with my computer and said, I'm going to get this perfect, I never would. It's been a lifetime and I never would, because I just don't give a shit. But I have to do it because it's my job. So it's like it's that give and take of, you still have to do it, you still have to put some effort forth. It's more than the bare minimum, because I don't want to get fired and I want people to appreciate me to some extent at my job.
Right.
But it's never going to be perfect, because I don't give a shit.
Interesting. Now, can I tell you, I just as a person listening to you kind of share some details about this task that you have at work, they've been working on. Yeah. I felt chilled. I felt chilled. I felt like an icy chill, or like a stark existential, like void around the words that you were saying, and it like kind of it made me feel connected to you, but at the same time just like woefully depressed. Does this make sense?
Yeah. No. I don't want to throw shade at anyone. I like this
Please
community
do.
a lot. The last caller when you asked them if they did a boring 9 to 5, and then they said, oh, well, I work from home, and they work a boring 9 to 5.
I know,
and
right? We're dancing around it.
And I mean, I'll be as honest with you as I humanly can. I work worse than a boring 9 to 5. It's supposed to be a 9 to 5, but I sit in my room all day. I work 10 to 12 hour days almost every single day, and I don't get paid enough for it. That's just the long and short of it. And I think that the chills you were talking about, me being, I try and be as honest as I can with people about the work that I do without, NDAs and stuff like that. The depression and lack of spark anymore, I've noticed resonates pretty well with people. So it's easy to see why I wouldn't be willing to go to that next level there. Because it comes back to the core of, I just don't give a shit, and that is unfortunately spread to the rest of my being. It's kind of at my core now. There's things that I care a lot about, like I was saying, hobbies and stuff, and that spark kind of comes back. But overall, I think in my entire life, I probably won't get to that next level for a very long time, because overall, I just don't give a shit.
You know, we could spend a lifetime talking about everything that you just shared. First of all, I want to thank you for as many details that you gave. This has been a very, you've planted a lot. You've moistened the soil here at Explorations. This is what I call a soil moistening call. You know, sometimes
I'm glad I can moisten the soil.
Yeah, sometimes people get up here, they do their little bits, they do their little voices, right? You know, and that's fun, right? We like to have fun here sometimes. But you just provided quite a bit.
Straight to the soil.
Right, exactly. Straight to the soil. Now I'm going to say a couple things. I'm going to try to make this quick.
Sure.
Because Lord knows I could speak a lot about this. But now, one thing I would say first of all is, when we talk about the next level, we talk about it in like kind of a tricky way, right? It seems like sometimes we're talking about the opposite of what normally is. When somebody's talking about like, take Tony Robbins, for example, right? He's talking about unlocking like genuine skills, right? He's talking about, I'm going to make your life better and you're going to be happier, and it's going to be because of this program, right? And that's how we often think about ideas of the next level, right? Something that's going to improve the quality of my life. Now, when I hear you talk about the next level of the border of your Excel sheet, it shows me the sickness at the core of our conventional ideas of progress. Let me say that again. When I hear about the details of your Excel spreadsheet, the next level being applied to those details, what I hear is a terminal sickness at the core of an attitude that brought you to this point. And now so essentially what's happening is you're handing your penis in. Ultimately.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not even giving yourself a chance to be afraid of your penis, because your penis is being taken away from you. And for a variety of reasons, you're giving it to them. Not a comfortable truth to acknowledge, but one that we must acknowledge in order to proceed. Now, is this depressing? Yes. What do I think is your next step then?
That's a good question. I mean, in my opinion, I would say the obvious next step is quit the job, float around a couple different countries for a while and go see the world, find something worth doing. But I'm curious to your thoughts.
Paul, that sounds like a great plan. Paul, it sounds to me like you could double, triple, quadruple down on this absolute dead end. And will you receive spiritual benefits from that? Yes.
No.
But sometimes that pendulum needs to swing both ways. As I was speaking to the previous caller, sometimes you need to push yourself, motivate yourself in order to be truly defeated. Sometimes you're squeezing an udder and the milk's all gone. You got to find another udder to squeeze. Maybe that udder is going to like eat, pray, love, fucking Indonesia or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to eat, pray, love, and then you need to have a wholly different experience and a wholly different depression at the end of that. Run out of money, knock up somebody you barely know, ruin your life.
Truly become enlightened in every facet.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The motivation to be enlightened is just there. Listen, you're sounds to me like you've got some gas in the tank. And Polo, I want you, really, your path though, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, your path to the next level is the border of your Excel sheet. I want you to go and work on that Excel spreadsheet tomorrow. I want you to get to the borders. I want you to do all those little details to the point that you feel like you're going to fucking explode. That to the point that you can imagine, I want you to like journal maybe some mass violence that you would commit, or some other nightmare that you would wreak upon our reality. Push yourself. until something snaps, and then follow your heart and mind in the most visceral way possible, okay?
I can do that.
Namaste. Look at that. Namaste to you. Thanks for calling, and thank you again for the very soil moistening call tonight.
Always a pleasure, Guru. Namaste.
Namaste, brother. 872-205-9484. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's someone I can call you tonight?
Juniper.
Juniper. Your name is Juniper?
Yeah.
Juniper, it's great to hear from you. Juniper, is this your first call to the Explorations?
No. This is like my fourth or fifth.
Fourth or fifth? Your name, your voice is distantly familiar to me. But listen, I'm excited to speak to you either way. When was the last time you called, Juniper?
I think it was like March or April or something.
Oh, so it's been a couple months. Okay, well, either way, listen, thank you so much for calling back. I appreciate you jumping in tonight. Now, Juniper, let's get down to business. What brings you to Explorations tonight?
Well, the theme about like what's holding us back from the next level.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like, it's really having a conscience. It's like really annoying.
Interesting. Your sense of morality is holding you back. What do you mean by that? Can you give me an example?
Like, I don't know. Like, I will get like sadistic, violent impulses, you know, but like, sure. I never do anything about them. Like, you know, I think about like people who are ruining society, and I think about the violence that they deserve to have inflicted upon them, but like then I'm just not doing anything, you know, like, and I don't do anything, like, and it's just like, you know, but that's not even so much, I guess that's maybe a bad example, because that's not so much a conscience thing as it is a fear thing. But
well, there we go, right? It gets a little complicated once we start looking at it.
Yeah.
It gets a little more complicated relatively quickly. So you're sometimes you'll have impulses of violence, and it's not just conscience. There's a fear. What is it a fear of? I have a guess, but I'd like to hear what's on your mind. What kind of fear?
Well, I just meant like fear of like repercussions, like of doing anything to somebody who's like, you know, got any kind of power. So that's what keeps me from doing that. But as far as like conscience, like that doesn't really factor in that situation. It's but that factors in like in a situation where, like, let's say, like, you know, if I'm like driving, right, and I get stuck behind somebody, and like they're driving like an asshole,
right, and
just really pissing me off, and like I'll like have this thought, like, you know, it's like this person in front of me is just like, all their existence is that they are in my way, you know, and like there's no point in their existence, and like I get this urge to like do violence, but like I never do anything, you know, like because like it's that's more the type of situation that I'm talking about, where like conscience like comes in the way, and it's really annoying.
Right. It's annoying. Now, sometimes underneath violence, right, is these sort of stifled impulses of violence are interesting. It's very valuable information. A lot of people, they say like, oh no, I can't have these thoughts. I absolutely.
Even like a boiling rage, sometimes it's just like a quiet hate, you know, like.
A quiet hate. Well, what I think is very valuable about this is, you know, Juniper, there's underneath these, and this is fun. This can make the violence, clarify the violence. It won't necessarily say no to the violence. It might not necessarily change the course, but it'll sort of enrich our perspective of these violent impulses, right? And that is, you know, we have violence. We do violence because someone's hurt. We feel like someone's hurting us, right? Someone is harming us, or things that we care about, and we want to do violence to stop it. Right, exactly. Someone is treading upon your well-being and the well-being of people around you, and you want to do something about it.
Yeah, but I just never do.
Exactly. And that makes it even worse, right? Not
Absolutely.
only were you weak enough to allow it to happen in the first place, and I'm going to go ahead and put the word in your mouth, on a continual basis. But then you're sitting here just thinking about it. You project it onto these people in traffic, and it's failure after neutering, after castration, after being spayed, after, you know, nothing, nowhere, no power, only, you know, it's gonna just feedback loop, and it's gonna turn into a very powerful power inside of you, and that's exactly what you're doing.
It leaves me with this like impotent rage, you know, like it's because it's or impotent wrath, because it's just something that I can't wield it, like, because I feel like the power is like so great that it's hard to like get a handle on, you know. It's like I don't have like the stats to like wield it. As though it's like a very powerful weapon in a video game, but like I just don't have the stats to use it, so it doesn't work. Right.
So listen, I'm gonna give you a little bit of homework to do, okay? And this is just know this is the first step out the door when it comes to using this kind of using this kind of energy, especially in an exploratory sense. You know, we say yes to the human spirit here at Explorations, and a big part of that is rage and violent impulses, you know, castrated or not. So, do you journal or write, or do you draw or anything like that?
A little bit of all of the above, I guess. I kind of ebb and flow between things, because like I get sick of doing the same thing all the time. So if I spend too long doing one thing, then I feel like I'm neglecting these other things, and I tend to like then shift my hyperfixation onto something else.
Well, right now, what would you say if you had to just like pick one right now that is exciting, like in an immediate way, like, oh, that sounds like fun, I'll go do that. What would it be?
I guess writing.
Writing?
Yeah.
Ooh,
probably.
like I'm gonna go mess around in this area and play around and have fun. It'd be writing?
Probably, but you know, I have gotten back into drawing a little bit recently, and I want to do more of that.
Okay, well, how about this? Take a piece of paper and a writing implement, and don't make any rules, right? You just listen to your impulses. I want you to write, I want you to draw, I want you to like maybe incorporate the words in a little sculpture like on the page, or maybe like if you've got a repetitive word, instead of writing that word, draw a picture of that word, maybe something that embodies that word. But either way, I want you to explore this violence, all right? I want you to push yourself. It sounds like you want to do some kind of violence to a political figure. It sounds like you want to do violence to people in traffic. And this is just the beginning. This is just to get us started. I want you to explore these feelings and allow them to evolve. There's no wrong answer. This is just go, right? I want you to draw what it would look like to do this violence. I want you to write, what it looks like before and after you do the violence. I want, and this is just one foot out the door. What I suspect might happen is that as you explore them, you'll be able to see like, oh, okay, you know, I got that out. That's not going to work for this, and this reason, but I still have this boiling rage, and maybe it can take some other shape. This is just one foot out the door, and we got to say yes to the human spirit in order to see where it goes. Okay?
Absolutely. Just one question: Does cuteness aggression count as like violent impulses?
If it leads to violence, yeah. Like if you,
well, I mean, it doesn't ever lead to violence. But
no,
like you
if,
know,
like let's say you see a cute little puppy dog, and you want to like pull its bottom jaw off its skull, like, and you draw that.
It's not so. More just crush, I guess.
Yeah, like crush its head, and imagine just like grabbing its loose sleeve of skin, of head skin, and just waving its little body around. It's got to go somewhere violent, though. That's my only thing. Right. Okay?
Okay. That's a reasonable parameter, I think, for this assignment.
Right. You're going to, and if you, at some point, I will say this one final thing. If you are not revolted by yourself at some point, then I think we're playing games.
Who's on the phone?
Juniper.
Juniper?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. If you're not revolted by yourself at some point in the process of this, then we're not taking it seriously enough. I need you to push yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give it my best shot.
Namaste. We're gonna get over this morality stuff. We're gonna uncover a wealth of power and energy inside of you that you've only ever dreamed of. That I promise you.
Finally.
Yeah.
You know? Oh. That's
that
a huge
I promise. It's right
relief.
there. Don't even worry about it. All right. Well, good luck with the exercise. All right.
Thank you, Guru. Namaste.
Namaste. 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. We're gonna get Juniper. Acting up very soon. Maybe, Remo? Maybe that's possible. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, you can call me XXV.
XXV, welcome back to the program, brother. How are you?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I think I may have actually reached the next level or come close today.
Interesting. Talk to me. Yeah. What was going on?
Well, you were gabbing with that other person there. I was chatting, relaying something that happened to me today. Mm-hmm. And I feel really good about the fact that I just didn't totally destroy someone when I had the power to destroy them.
You could have destroyed them, but you held back.
Yeah.
And what felt important about that event? Like, did it felt positive to do that?
Well, two things. I maybe it's a character flaw, but I get a lot of enjoyment out of Schadenfreude. And let me back up just a little bit. I was coming home from work. I'm riding an electric scooter, right?
Namaste, you've been terminated by Kukupai. 872-205. Kukupai saying 9-9. 872-205-9484. Eight 872-205-9484. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's up I can call you tonight?
Hey, what's up, Leslie? It's Bram.
Bram, how are you tonight, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's great to hear from you.
I know. It always is, right?
It always is. It truly is. Talk to me. So, Fran, what's going on? What's on your mind tonight?
Not a lot. Actually, I'm kind of relaxed tonight. It's stressful in its own way. Also, it's windy as hell here, which is stressful in another way. So, I mean, that's basically it.
Right on. So you've just kind of called to say like, hey, feeling good. It's windy, but otherwise I'm doing good.
Well, you're the guide, so I figured I would just you asked me questions and I answered them to the best of my ability.
Right. Of course. Fran, to jump to our theme tonight, as interesting as all that is, I want to take you to task on our theme and keep us focused tonight. We're having a really good night, very productive exploration tonight. Tell me, Fran, what's holding, in your viewpoint, in your opinion, what is holding you back from the next level?
Well, I kind of like it on this level. I think.
Interesting. Okay, you're content. You're content right here.
Yeah, I feel like it's complicated because, of course, like every explorer, I want to make it to the next level. But my fear is that it's really boring.
Oh, interesting. Okay. What would that be? What would that, like, the next level? Let's say you do get there, right? Even though you've been avoiding it, and you're right, it is very boring. What is that like? What's there? What do you look like? What does the world look like? What's that all feel like?
Well, is everybody? I guess I'm making some assumptions because, like, is everybody well adjusted on the next level? Is that part of it?
Is everyone?
Is everybody better? Is everybody better than they are now?
Like if everybody was on the next level?
Like those of I started that sentence out weird. The people on the next level, are they all well adjusted now? Is that
no.
Okay, all right, that's a relief. How did I phrase it? Sorry, I'm eating a snack.
I mean, let's just look at some of the examples of, some of the more powerful explorers that we've had in our community. First, and, the one that's on the tip of my mind right now is Genomatic, aka Hypocryptomatic.
Is she on the next level?
No, but she's much more powerful. Right. 613 Chris much also, by the way, good to see you. Blessings. Bob Hope over at YouTube asking, why is the blank for women more bits than for men?
Leslie, why is that the case?
It requires more, essentially requires more, some people call it emotional labor. It just, I'm an extremely empathetic person. I understand women very, very well. But as a man, it requires more energy from me. I've got it down to an actual number of calories that I mentally burn
only a bit
relating to women.
That precise.
What was that?
That's why it's only a bit difference. It's that precise.
It's that precise. It's like 5 calories difference. I've tested it. So, and that's exactly why it's even more expensive for, non-binaries as well.
It's hard to find something to say about a non-binary person, I gotta say.
Well, for some, but I've got plenty to say to them, about them, sort of from them, for them, through them. What was that?
That's a statement of respect, because I hear you. I hear those words quite often when you are prompted to give them. Non-binary affirmation.
Let's go ahead and give them one right now. Non-binary affirmation. It might be hard to adjust to a post-coupon world, but I can't encourage you enough to just get the apps, bite the bullet, and start saving. Jewel, Target, things like that. That's for just a basic one. for they thems. Namaste.
Yeah, because you know they're not getting any deals on like their hormone therapy. That's like at a premium these days. So you really got to save it.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't look like that's about to
You're
get
much
better.
more
either.
likely to use the app. Probably never. Yeah. Sorry, they got you.
They got you. Move to Belgium, or
Move to Belgium,
get the Kroger or Jewel or HEB app and start saving money on your diet root beers.
Yeah, you gotta manage your diet root beer budget. It could get out of control.
Yeah,
very easily.
the non-binary diet root beer budget is disproportionate, and a lot of people have said it, and I am one of them. It is extremely transphobic towards non-binary that the diet root beer prices have been absolutely skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's because the diet root beer supply is basically controlled by a cartel, dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, they flooded the ghettos with crack in the 70s. They let AIDS run rampant for the homosexuals in the 80s, and flash forward to 2020s, the diet root beer prices are absolutely through the roof, and the they/thems are going absolutely crazy about it.
It all started when we went into these places with AIDS and cocaine, or heroin, I guess, depending on the era. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm just kind of like, I'm worried that there won't be anybody to like antagonize on the next level. There won't be weed, maybe. That'd be an issue for me.
No, listen, if anything, listen, part of your power is to antagonize people. I think anybody with any interaction with you can speak to that, right? When you're like sort of conjuring your true essence, it is when in just like a very flippant, petty opposition to someone, to just get them for the sake of getting them, right?
Yeah, I don't know, like I kind of try to play it off as sort of my plan to not put any effort into shit and get them that way. But honestly, I just say shit that I think is funny, and I know that kind of, I'm not beating the I'm fucking retarded allegations with that one, but it's true.
No, well, it's maybe other people don't notice it, but as a therapist, it's like watching it's just like watching a dog get a boner.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a monkey throw shit.
Yep, exactly. And that right there, Fran, that is the next level. That right there is the stuff of the next level. You know, you don't have anything to worry about, because you know, when I see you demonstrate your power and the progress you've made in this program, Explorations, I see you like a monkey throwing poop, or I see a dog with a boner running around the backyard looking for anything.
Like an uncontrollable boner.
Yeah. And I think this is you. This is your essence crowning at that moment. And so when I think of like your power demonstrated that way, someone like Jenny's power demonstrated another way. You know, I don't think my last worry is like, what if this became too socially well adjusted? That's not even a thought I've ever had.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. That's the problem with these other programs and these other methodologies, or even philosophy and in religion. People put a lot of things in that basket. Like there's a lot of things that people turn to that are similar like this. And the issue with things that aren't the program is it's frequently very, this is very optimistic, which I find like really dumb.
Oh yeah. There's really truly the next level is like kind of really hideous, if anything. You know,
that's great.
We're so trained to, as you said it, like think optimistically, right? To hope.
Yeah.
To, you know, optimize, to succeed, to progress, etc., etc.
And when you have the sort of when you have these types of spiritual experiences, they're sort of ineffable. And you look to existing frameworks that you already understand. So like I feel like maybe this is a common. I think it's good that we discuss this because maybe it's common for people to assume that sort of. Christianity can be very brutal, but it's very optimistic in the end. Like if you do the things that you're supposed to do, you'll get into this really awful, boring place that's like in eternal stasis. And angels look weird, actually. By the way, I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that?
They look the one with all the eyes and shit.
Yeah, just with all the eyes and shit. It's I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. I think it's if anything that idea of Christianity in the metaphysical the realm, I think that when I see how hideous it is, it brings me. I feel as if I feel a kinship with Christians of that cloth. Christians who are basically just like libs of a different hue. I'm just like, I don't care. This is just as pathetic as the religious are so often just pathetic. And it's difficult it can be difficult to deal with them. That being said, I love, I think does it provide an opportunity for growth within explorations? Absolutely. I love working with them. A sector of their mind is freer than the classically liberal, the godless seculars, but at the same time, I think that there's you see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm preaching to the choir here with you, Fram.
Michaela has. I feel like Michaela is emblematic of this type of person in many ways, and she has a lot of power, such that like she's not even a part of this shit anymore, and she still impacts it so frequently. She's probably the most frequent like absentee cultural influencer around here that we've had. Like I don't know, like she's just eternally in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know she's a powerful young woman. She's a powerful. We got somebody at YouTube really opening themselves up to the program tonight, and it's really wonderful to see. Bob Hope at youtube.com. Namaste to you. I want to welcome you personally into the community, the program, etc., etc. Namaste. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central, we gather, we talk, we converse, commune, etc., etc. If you're interested in learning a little more about the program, I will drop a link in the chat right now to our website. Namaste to you, Bob Hope. Feel free to check out the website that I just dropped into chat. But either way, namaste to you. I wish you the best, and hang out as long as you'd like tonight.
You do have that exclusive Saturday stream if you get into if you like what you see, if you're feeling what you're hearing, if you're picking up what Leslie's putting down, you should check out the Patreon. Because I think for like $5 a month, you get access to a weekly, like clockwork these past couple months, a weekly private stream on Saturday where we're free of the Twitch TOS and like most aspects of civility, I think.
Absolutely. No, and they've been so fun. It's been so fun, so freeing. We've got our what Fram is, what we're talking about is with my community of devoted light, my inner circle, through a couple dollars a month, you get access to our privately hosted streaming server, free from ads, free from TOS, able to sort of really express ourselves and use this program the way it's meant to be used.
A community member actually made.
What'd you say?
That a community member of ours, like it's a direct result of the program that this private site for the program exists. Our producer team put that together.
I know. He did such a good job, didn't he?
He really did.
I know. He did an amazing job with that. Well, Fram, namaste. Also a producer. Fram Weard, namaste. Thank you for the call and being so generous with yourself tonight.
Yeah, no problem. I just didn't want XXV to be able to call back.
Oh, throwing shade. I love that. Well, namaste to you, friend. Thanks for it's always nice to talk to you.
Yeah. I'll catch you later.
All right. Bye-bye, friend. Namaste.
See ya.
What a great talk, huh? Guys, it's time for me to take my little break. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Stick around though. If you're interested about my community of devoted light at patreon.com, stick around for a couple details about how you too can enter my inner circle for just a couple dollars a month. Avail yourself to the podcast, the videos, the monthly physical postcard that I can send you every single month, and access to our private streaming server where we stream once a week directly to my most trusted inner circle, the absolute rawest materials of this program, which just so happens to be the most effective personal power program on the market today. Namaste, everybody. I'm going to go relieve myself, and I will see you in just a few moments. Blessings.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome on back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Wonderful to be with you again. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, guys, again, if you're interested in that postcard, the podcast episodes, the videos, guys, we've gone through a couple different iterations. For a while we were doing videos. Then the videos kind of got more lengthy. We're in the middle of production for some really, really life-changing materials that, you know, will be done when they're done. But the production quality and everything just got bigger and more involved. So then we switched on over to a podcast. Eventually that even kind of ran its course because our producer, Pepperoncini, put together our very own private streaming server. So once a week, with a few exceptions, once a week I meet with my community of devoted light on our private streaming server, free from ads, free from TOS, and for the amount that you pledge each month, you get that amount in like Leslie bits, basically, to use on interactions during our private stream. So if you pledge at the $5 a month level on Patreon, then you get 500 bits to use on the private stream. So it's a tremendous value. In addition to that, you get the monthly postcard. It is simply, again, really once again shows you how truly special this program is in terms of actually giving you the tools that you need to transform your life. Namaste. Now, let's see, we get to play with Leslie Bits. That's right. Well, guys, and there's also, that's a funny thing, Leslie Bits reminded me, there's a handful of special channel point buttons over there. We've got channel point, we've got all these channel point buttons, but we've got our own set of special channel point buttons. One of them has naked breasts on it. There's a penis in there. A guy with Down syndrome. There's some really good channel point buttons to utilize over there that are really special. Namaste, though. Good to see you. Good to see. Namaste. All right, the line. Let's open it back up. Enough messing around. Let's do it. 872-205-9484. Namaste, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Whatever, I'm over it.
Whatever, I'm over it. Is that your name? Is that what I should call you? Whatever, I'm over it?
I don't even freaking want to talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Best friend Toaster's in a bad mood, guys.
So what?
Toaster? Aw, what's wrong, Toasty?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about then?
I don't know.
Maybe tonight's theme? What's holding you back from the next level?
It just sucks, you know? Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me?
Why did she do that to you?
Yeah.
What did she do, Toaster?
Said I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Kind of seems like you want to talk about it.
You remember Atastrophos?
I do.
Yeah, she called me today.
So your ex?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
did that go? How did that go?
I was like, hello. And she was like, hey, you. And I was like, hey, why are you calling me? What's going on? And she was like, I miss you. And I was like, what, seriously? I thought you and Darlak were together. And she was like, we are. I don't miss you, dumbass. And she hung up on me.
Okay, and just to clear up, the ex that you're talking about, is this a real life girl?
Are you telling me you don't remember a Tasserpoff?
I know. I'm just clearing up for the chat. Some people don't keep, 100% tabs on your sexual exploits or romantic adventures.
Well, she's a female. She's a female.
A female what?
She's a female peanut.
She's a peanut.
Yeah.
And we're not. This isn't like a pet name, Peanut. This is a physical peanut, right?
She's a real peanut.
Okay. And this peanut called you on the phone today, and owned you.
She totally pranked me and bullied me, basically.
Now, can you tell me, Toaster, what are the physical mechanics of a peanut using the telephone?
Well, she's a double nut, so she's double. She's double.
Go ahead, fill that blank in for me. So
like a single nut wouldn't be able to use the phone, but Darlax is a single nut, for example, but a Tasserpoff is a double nut. So that's how.
Okay, and how does that work exactly? How does a double nut situation use the telephone?
I don't know. She probably got someone to help her. There's probably someone else there too.
So she's probably with her current boyfriend, and they're pranking you because they think it's funny to hurt you.
Yeah, there's probably another guy that's helping her use the phone because I used to help her use the phone. So that's probably how.
Now, okay. I thought you said you didn't. Did you not want to talk about this any further? Now that we're talking about it, you just want to keep going.
I don't know how to feel.
It sounds like you're sad.
How do I make myself feel better?
Why would you do that?
So I'm not sad no more?
Yeah. Well, you don't. I mean, that's part of sadness, is that you don't want to be it.
Yeah. How do I make it go faster away?
How do I make it go faster away? How do I make it go faster away? He screams into the abyss.
Like, I tried thinking about, like, maybe the three of them are, like, they're really unhappy together, and it's like a really toxic relationship that the three of them have. But then I was thinking, like, no, because they were like laughing so hard at me on the phone, and it sounded like they were having so much fun, and they were all like really well coordinated and stuff like that, and all on the same page and stuff. So I was like, that's impossible. It seems like they have like a perfect relationship going on, a perfect triple relationship that I used to be part of, and now there's this new guy.
What's the new guy look like?
I don't know. I'm only assuming. I'm only making assumptions, because how else did they get help with the phone? Maybe it's a girl. Maybe it's a new girl. I only heard a Tasserpoff speaking on the phone.
Would you rather it be a boy or a girl?
I mean,
what would hurt more or less?
I don't even know. They both hurt in their own special ways.
All right, well, we've got a communal vision, and I'm going to put it on the screen from Fluxstorm.
Oh, from Fluxstorm? I'll answer that. Lay it on me. I feel better already. Leslie?
It's going to be on the screen in just a moment. You know, there's a whole, like, weight
Mm.
with the communal
Did he-
visions.
Was it a 200 communal vision or a 201 communal vision?
Communal vision, here we go. Hello world. Maybe it would help if you stopped big dogging everyone.
Is this karma? Is this karma? How do I win her back? Leslie, how do I win her back?
This is not Toaster, if I tell you how to go about winning her back, will you do the theme?
Yes.
You promise?
Yeah, promise.
Flux, maybe it would help if you stop big dogging everyone. Then we've got another one from
Where's Technology Wife? It's time to start small dogging. Good one, Technology Wife, you're right.
I have to put it on the screen.
Okay. Can we move faster, please?
So
Can we move faster?
I'll tell you exactly what to do in order to get her back. But you got to do the theme. And if you don't do the theme, I'm going to be really mad at you.
No, I'm going to do the theme. I'm
promise?
ready to hear it. I promise.
Okay. Okay, communal vision from Tech Life. It's time to start small dogging. Now,
Namaste,
do you remember why
Namaste,
she
Tech
broke
Life.
up with you? What'd she say?
Namaste, shout out Tech Life. Wait, what? What was the question?
Do you remember why she broke up with you?
Oh gosh. I think it was because honestly, I forgot. I think it was because she said it was she was sick of me or something like that, or disgusted by me and something like that, pathetic or something.
You were disgusting and pathetic?
I think that's what she said something along those
physically,
lines.
you're dirty?
When she was popping off on me one day, and that's kind of the stuff she was saying, and that was the last real conversation we actually had.
You're disgusting. You don't wash yourself. You smell, and your balls smell, and your ass smells. And your
I
pits
guess. I don't know if she meant physically or metaphorically or anything, but she didn't really specify or give any examples.
I think you need to do something very I think you need to do something very very big, very grand. I think you need to do a huge gesture.
Okay, like what?
Get a where does she go get coffee somewhere, or what's she do?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I used to help her get the coffee and stuff, we used to go to a coffee shop. She basically, she does get coffee. Yes, if that's what you're asking. She does get coffee. Yes.
Okay.
What are you getting at?
You need to get a mariachi band. First and foremost, you need to get a mariachi band.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And you need to tell them to play the most romantic song that you know.
Okay.
Okay. You
Wait, I send it over to them or something, or what? How do I?
No, you just tell listen, I need to get a girl back, and I need you guys to play the most romantic song you know. Then you book them for an hour and have them play at the coffee shop, out of nowhere. She's in the middle of studying. You need to be as intrusive as possible. You need to draw as much attention to yourself as possible.
Okay, so I'm kind of banking on though that she still goes to the same coffee shop, and I have to go ambush her.
Or follow her around and make sure she is.
I haven't seen her since we broke up. I don't know where
follow
where she goes.
You remember her route going.
Okay, I'll stake out the coffee shop.
Yeah, stake out the coffee shop. Stake out, wherever else you remember her going.
Okay,
figure out a
mariachi
time
band.
to ambush her though with the mariachi.
Okay, so that's the plan. That's gonna work.
that and maybe get some ribs. Like maybe, put together a picnic with some ribs, right?
Yes, we used to go on picnics too, because I used to go on picnics with Gorolda, and that's like, I was like, maybe the Tasserposs likes the picnics just like Gorolda likes the picnics. So I took her on picnics too, and she did like the picnics.
Right, exactly.
Bitches love picnics.
So imagine you impromptu picnic wherever she is, full mariachi band. I'm talking like a 17-piece band, all like playing Los Mariachi Locos.
Okay, so I stake out the coffee shop, and then one day ambush her with the mariachi band and bring a picnic basket full of ribs.
That bitch eating ribs, fucking guitarone playing in the background, ukulele playing in the background, mariachi locos.
She's probably gonna be there with Darlak and this other mysterious human. So like, what if they get up in my face or something?
You fight them, physically fight them. You have to.
Okay.
Mariachi locos happening, a whole horn section is happening, and you beating the fucking dog shit out of somebody in front of your ex.
Okay.
Then after that, you got about 18 pounds of ribs in a cooler. You go nuts.
Okay. I'll try it. Okay, theme time?
All right, theme time. Here we go. Now the theme is, thank you so much, Toaster. What's holding you back from the next level?
You got 3 minutes.
Tony G loves this date idea. Tony, I implore you to implement this in your love life. Okay, yeah, what's holding you back from the next level in your opinion, Toaster?
Well, I never really understood the next level or like how it works and stuff, so maybe can you tell me what's holding me back? Because this is more like your kind of thing, right?
I mean, I want to start with you, because you're so, embedded into this program. It's like such an integral part of your life.
Yeah.
And what's in between you and the transformation you're really looking for?
I never really thought about transforming.
Why are you here then? What is your goal here at Exploration?
I just like you. I just like Leslie. I just like talking to you, best friend.
So you don't have like you're completely happy with where you are in life. There's not a single aspect of your life, personal, professional, romantic.
I mean, I want to get back. I want to get back together with Tasserposs and Darlak combined. I want to get back to the 3 of us together. Right, that's what I want right now. And then also, like, I don't know if there's some kind of resurrection spell for a Tasserposs and Gorolda and Fumiko, and like I could do that too. And
so you're talking about resurrecting girlfriends that you killed.
Yeah. You want me to
teach you a magic spell that brings...
Yeah, like a resurrection. I mean, if you're asking me like what I want, like, yeah, I want to have me, the Tasserposs, Darlak, Fumiko, and Gorolda all together in one happy relationship.
Okay.
So in order for that to happen, right, you need some transformative tools, right? Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Sure. So the next level to you looks like resurrecting your dead girlfriends that you killed. And then being in a relationship with all of your exes all in one relationship at the same time.
Yeah, and also with the resurrection, they're like brought back to their most ideal state, and they're also like
ideal state meaning like they're the sexiest they've ever been.
The sexiest they've ever been in my eyes, and like they're also like completely in love with me.
Right. So what's stopping you from achieving that?
I need you to tell me the spell, and then also I need this mariachi band thing to work out. So I'm
Do
gonna
you
try
have
the
any
mariachi
concept
band.
of self at all, Toaster? Like, do you have like, do you think of what kind of like, do you think about yourself as like a thing, or are you just all action? Like you don't have any like self-reflective.
No, I think about now I'm thinking about myself and Igorilda and Atastrophos and Fumiko and Darlak all together in the same bed. And we're having like an extreme cuddle party. Oh yeah.
Are you jacking off?
No, because I had to get up and the pizza's ready.
But you were?
Well,
yes.
Well, the pizza's ready now, so.
All right.
But
well, namaste.
okay. No, okay. Namaste.
You said it.
I said there.
You said it. Oh my God.
Because you were gonna be mad if I didn't say it.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, mission accomplished. We did it.
Remember what I told you?
Everybody remember this. July
Leslie.
21st, 2026. We got his ass.
Leslie, remember what I told you?
What?
It's gonna happen when you least expect it. And all this time you were trying to force it, and this time, boom, just happened. It's just like that.
Wow. First of many, I'm sure. Many more to come. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh my God, twice in
Namaste.
the call. Oh my God. Well, go enjoy your pizza, brother.
Namaste.
Oh my God, enough. I can't take any more than that. 3. July 21st, 2026. We finally got it from him, everybody. Holy moly. Holy goddamn moly. Wow. And that knocks my socks right off. Eight 872-205-9484. What's holding you back from the next level? Got tangles in my hair. Is Nasty Red here? We could open up mail. Nasty, you here? I saw you in chat. Are you still here? There you are. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get your envelope so we can open it up on air. Namaste. Guys, I'll be right back. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Leslie, I need a large public domain data set. Any recommendations? I don't even know how to begin to answer that question. What does that mean? And how would you access any of those? All right, guys, we got an envelope from Nasty Red. The Nasty Red. We got a beautiful envelope. So just to begin, so let me go ahead and... Flying Veda, good to see you, sweetheart. Namaste, Veda. Good to see you. P.O. Box 47621. Guys, if you ever want to send me a little something, I love getting stuff from you guys, and I love opening it up on air. So let's go ahead and open this hoe up. Nasty Red sent in a very nice envelope. It's like a light manila. It's like a tan color. It's nice. Kind of reminds me of sand, maybe like a sand color. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What's up? I can call you.
Oh, hello, Leslie Tanner.
I gotta open up mail. I'm gonna put you on hold, okay? I'll be right back with you, brother. Okay, now we've got the mail. Here we go. Opening it up. Nice envelope. I suspect it's like a card of some kind, based on the size, but let's find out. All right, so we've opened up the envelope. We are pulling it out, and I'm right. Look at that. We've got a beautiful little card. Beautiful little card. It says, okay, it says a precious new baby. Let's go ahead and zoom up on that. A precious new baby with some flowers and some blocks that say baby. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but there's like a layer of like glitter in some of these spots. It's really a really nice touch. Now let's go ahead and open up the card. It says, what a joy it is to welcome the program into your heart and home. Every day is a reminder of how the program works. I love that. That's beautiful. Congratulations. And then signed. Namaste. Namaste. I love this. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful piece, and I can't thank you enough for it. I love the little twist on it. Little twist, very thoughtful. Blessings to you. And we've also got a couple stickers in here. One says, greetings from Indian country. And another one that says, meet me at the OKC Cock Ring. OKC Cock Ring. So namaste, guys. Can we get some namastes for Nasty Red for the extremely thoughtful a little bit of mail that we received. Blessings. Thank you so much for this. And I appreciate the little exciting little things you crossed out and filled in, reimagined. A presence of mind expressed as well. Namaste. Namaste, Nasty Red. Sister of Devoted Light. While she's at it, by the way. Sister of Devoted Light. Namaste. So, guys, we do have a caller on the line. We know who it is. Let's go ahead and bring him on in. Caller, I know who you are. Welcome back to Explorations. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I am doing well. Wonderful to hear. Now, today, listen, you have been terminated by Tech Life. Namaste, Nasty Red. Blessings. All right, so waited on hold for about 10 minutes and then got kiboshed. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hello, Leslie. This is Reverend at All Cause Winning. How you doing this
Calling
evening?
right on back, not taking that termination lying down. Namaste to you. It all costs money.
Thank you. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. We're exploring a very special sort of personalized thing with each caller. What's holding you back from the next level? So let me go ahead and ask you, brother, it all costs money. In your opinion, right? You've been around the program for a while. You've got an idea how things work, what our ideas are. What, in your opinion, is holding you back from the next level?
There are 6 very specific things. I will be happy to tell you what they are, but that's about as far as I'm willing to take it. I feel like I have a sense of social responsibility, a sense of moral superiority, a sense of compassion. I'm a bit of a psychic vampire.
That time by Bit Wars. Namaste, Bit Wars. Thank you so much. And TechWife for those bits. I cannot thank you enough for those very generous offering of bits. And let's see if anybody calls back. Open the line back up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Toot toot, everybody. Wow. A little bit of a late night Jazz Express. Don't mind if I do. Namaste. Jazz Express, time to go take a huge ass shit. What's Up Cuts Up has always had a very negative attitude about our Jazz Express here. He simply does not appreciate it, does not enjoy it. I think he's got something foul inside of him. I think he's got a rotten core to his heart. I think there's some sickness inside of him. Namaste. A sickness inside of What's Up Cats Up. Namaste. Wow. Namaste. We're getting into some jazz tonight. Yeah, What's Up, Castle? Why don't you go ahead and so What's Up, Castle is taking a huge shit. I do want to do something else. As much as I love jazz, we gotta put something else here. I want to put something. It's time to change the guard. Time to change the guard, is what I say. Maybe move Jazz Express on over to the Bit Redeems and then get something else going, huh? Welcome on in, guys. I know listen, here's the thing. We have a good number of people watching us right now. I'd love to see that number high. It's always interesting. My lurkers. I want to take a moment and address my lurkers. Those of you who stay hidden on that back wall, I'm talking to you right now. Thank you. Bless you. the energy that you cultivate back there. Always there, never seen, never directly sensed, but yet adding so much in your own special way, right? You're here, you're huffing the fumes, you're putting that program to work in your heart, yet you say absolutely nothing, giving no clues as to why you're here, who you are. Wow. Powerful shit. I want one of my lurkers to raise their hand right now. I want to see. Ooh, look at Mama Joe Ramajo. Namaste to you. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. How are you? Namaste. Beautiful to see you, Mama Drove Ramajo. Blessings to you. Now, guys, listen, I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time. That sad, unfortunate time at the end of every stream where we are forced to bring our exploration to an end. An excruciating moment. Every single time where we have to separate from each other. Praising Purple over here, namaste. That's wonderful to hear, Mama Joe Ramajo. Wonderful to hear, namaste. Thank you for being here for a period of time. Shout out Mama Joe Ramajo. Shout out Mama Joe Ramajo. Namaste, guys. Namaste to you. Thanks for popping in here. Thanks for hanging out a little bit. Now, guys, beautiful stuff tonight. Veda, namaste to you. Thank you for hanging out as far as you could. Pierogi, thank you for hanging out. Azrael, also to you. Namaste to you. Combo Meal, namaste to you. Thank you for hanging out. Combo Meal. Wonderful to be with all of you. XXV, Dread is asleep already. Tony, namaste to you as well, Tony. So you seem to be familiar with the mariachi. Namaste to you, Tony. Perhaps we could connect on that further at a later date. Namaste to you. Flux, God damn it, good to see you as well. Blessings. Poorer, always to you as well. M. Robert Cop, you bitch. Namaste. Thank you for being with us. Namaste to you. Now, guys, let's get a nice little raid going. Who's on? Who's up? Let's find out. I don't know. Let's see who. We've done a couple raids on. We haven't done. I'm banned from Prague. We discussed this last time. I can't raid Prague because Prague banned me. I didn't do shit to him. Also, just for the record. In fact, I've only donated my very skilled time. Veda is banned as well. Wow. Wow. What did you do? Did you do anything? Oh, Craig banned you. Well, it's a different situation. Prague. Oh, you thought we were saying Craig. Prague. We were talking about Prague Pro. And the illustrious Prague Pro. All right, I know where we're going. No, never mind. Who should we raid? Who's up? Who's on? I don't think he's even on. Actually, let's do a little friend of the for definitely an explorer. Let's go raid on over to I don't even, what's he up to? Duncan's not streaming. Oh, is he streaming? And I'm banned already or something? Please be offended. Namaste. Thank you so much. Wow. Right under the bell. Please be offended. Explorer bus driver. No message. Just a sub for the 26th month in a row. Namaste to you. Please be offended. Very generous of you. Oh no, I'm not banned. But he's just not streaming.
There was a girl on this show. Oh my god. Wait, Jonas, maybe you can answer this.
All right, let's get a nice little.
I'm looking at the names of the accents, like the different regional accents. But she was saying things like,
Let's get a nice little SV. I like rating SV. SV's got a good old vibe. Namaste, guys. Friend of the stream, Explorer, SV Fran, Namaste. Yeah, she's great. She's great. Also, she, Birdie FM, and Flux did a very special Halloween stream last year. Dressing up like you know who. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love SV. All right, guys, let's take it on over. Listen, we'll be back Thursday. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, why haven't you? You should do one. Beta.
I was thinking it was like maybe she's just like.
Yeah, right, M. Robert? That was a funny one. It was fun. Guys, we'll be back Thursday, though. Thursday, 8 p.m.-ish, you know. But I'm always shooting for 8 p.m. I will see you guys all then, as well as we'll do a private devoted light stream later this week. Namaste. Blessings to each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you all. Can you discuss Prags in your next session, please?
Oh my god.
If you have a specific thing, put it in the Discord. Maybe we'll take a look at it. Either way, namaste, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.